Assalamualaikum to Sir Anwar Wahab. My name is Nurhanis binti Azmi. I'm going to present about technical analysis of Bumi Armada Berhad. For this presentation, I will explain on what is technical analysis, background company of Bumi Armada, moving average convergence divergence MACD, relative strength index RSI, stochastic indicator, and conclusions. So let's look first what is technical analysis. So, what is technical analysis? Technical analysis is a technique for evaluating and predicting future stock prices based on data such as trends, charts, price movement, trading volume, and other variables. In order to find suitable investment and trading opportunities, technical analysis examines an investment's tendencies using trading data and other statistical aspects. Technical analysts believe that a security's current or prior price is the best indicator of its future price. Financial charts, data, and statistics are used in technical analysis to identify an investment strength and weaknesses, as well as forecast trends to help analysts and traders decide whether a security is viable and what action to take. There are several basic aspects and charts that technical analysts look at rather than things like financial statement, which is the price, the chart patterns, and the volume. Price is to evaluate a security's historical performance and predict future movements. Technical analysts examine charts that illustrate its price and trade volume. For the chart pattern, it is to evaluate and predict where a stock or security will trade in the future using chart patterns. Last is volume. It is the number of shares or contracts that trade for a certain securities over a given period of time, which is usually 1 day. Background company of Bumi Armada Berhad. Bumi Armada is a Malaysia-based international offshore energy facilities and services provider with a presence in over 29 countries spread across 4 continents, supported by over 1,100 people from over 29 nationalities. The company was incorporated in December 1995 as a public limited company, and the Bumi Armada group of companies include diversified subsidiaries as well as joint venture companies. Bumi Armada provides services throughout the oil and gas value chains, from exploration through the field development, construction, production, and operations via 2 business units, which are Floating Productions and Operation (FPO) and Offshore Marine Services (OMS). Bumi Armada provides cutting-edge solutions and high-quality facilities that incorporate leading technology to meet the demands of field development, production, and storage. The FPO business is specialist in the engineering, procurement, building, commissioning, and operation of floating oil and gas facilities. The OMS business is in charge of the chartering, scope planning, logistics, and overall operations of the company vessels. First indicator is moving average convergence divergence. Moving average convergence divergence oscillator or MACD is one of the most popular tools or momentum indicators used in technical analysis. This was developed by Guru Apple towards the end of 1970s. This indicator is used to understand the momentum and its directional strength by calculating the difference between 2 time period intervals, which are a collection of historical time series. The MACD is calculated by subtracting the 26-period exponential moving average EMA from the 12-period EMA. The MACD indicator tells investors if the price is strengthening or weakening in a bullish or bearish trend. The fundamental rule for choosing the 2 moving average is that one should have a shorter time period than the other one is longer time period. The MACD line is shown by the blue line, while the signal line is represented by the red line. Based on the chart above, which is from Bumi Armada Berhad for 1 year period from 1st June 2020 until 1st June 2021. As shown on the following chart, on 5th November 2020, there is a crossover between MACD line and signal line, where MACD line is rises above the signal line. That shows it is a bullish signal that indicates it is the time to buy the stock. It shows that the price of the stock is likely to experience upward momentum. While on 21st December 2020, there is a crossover where the MACD is falls below the signal line. that shows it is a bearish signal that indicates it is the right time for investors to sell the stocks because it is a sign that the price will experience downward momentum. Second indicator is Relative Strength Index (RSI). Relative Strength Index (RSI) oscillator is a technical analysis indicator that measures the magnitude of recent price changes to determine if a stock or other asset is overbought or oversold. The RSI's primary concept is to track how quickly traders are bidding up or down on a securities price. The indicator was originally developed by Wells Wilder. The RSI is represented via an oscillator, which is a line graph that moves between two extremes with a range of 0 to 100. Stocks with reading below 30 are considered oversold, while those with readings above 70 are considered overbought. Traders will often place this RSI chart below the price chart for the security, so they can compare its recent momentum against its market price. As shown on the following chart, the purple line represents the closing price of the Bumi Armada Berhad. On 2nd November 2020, the RSI indicator showed that the RSI line is crossed below 30. This indicates there is a buying signal and the stock is oversold. It shows that there is a probability that the trend to make bullish reversal is high, and there may be an uptrend pattern for the future. Meanwhile, on 17 December 2020, the RSI indicator showed that the RSI line is crossed above 70. So this indicates there is a selling signal and the stock is overbought. It shows that there is a probability that the trend to make a bearish reversal is high, or there may be a downward pattern. Last indicator is stochastic. Stochastic oscillator is a popular momentum indicator, first developed in the 1950s. It is used to comparing a particular closing price of a security to a range of its prices over a certain period of time. The sensitivity of the oscillator to market movement is reducible by adjusting that time period or by taking a moving average of the result. Stochastic oscillators tend to vary around some mean price levels since they rely on an asset's price history. The stochastic oscillator is range-bound, meaning it is always between 0 and 100. This makes it is a useful indicator of overbought and oversold conditions. Traditionally, reading over 80 are considered in the overbought range, and reading under 20 are considered oversold. The stochastic oscillator is displayed as two lines. The main line is called %K and represent as a blue line, while the second line is called %D, which represent as a red line. For the last indicator, which is stochastic, as it shows for the chart, that on the 27th January 2021, which is the %K line and %D line, had started to move toward the 80% level. This is due to the trader's significant buying power. This indicates that the stock is oversold and has downside momentum. On the last cut-off day, which is 15 March 2021, it shows that the %K line and %D line both cross the 80% line, indicating that the stock is overbought by the traders and has upside momentum. When it exceeds 80%, investors should be on the lookout for a sell signal or exit the market because it has already reached overbought position, and sellers may attempt to take control of the market by selling and pushing the stock price lower. For conclusion, technical indicators are very relevant and helpful in the decision-making of trade based on a securities price or volume, with the result used to predict future price. Traders may choose which form of indicator match their investment preference. It also helps the traders to analyze stock output and give them a useful signal for trading. All the three indicators, which are MACD, RSI, and stochastic, demonstrate that trader or investor will determine whether to buy or sell the stock on the basis of indicator. MACD helps the traders to detect when the recent momentum in a stock price may signal a change in its underlying trend. This can help traders decide when to enter, add to, or exit a positions. The RSI is to measure how quickly traders are bidding the price of the security up or down. The stochastic oscillator is predict on the assumption that closing price should close near the same direction as the current trend. Traders cannot control the stock price, but if know how to trade the stock in a correct way, it could gain a lot of profit.
That's all from me. Thank you.